mean, I'm hard to deal with when I know that too. I'm hard to deal with when you start trying me, because I'm in a spot in my business and in my life where I don't have to have you, and you know, of course they don't have to have me either. But you know, it's almost like a game of chicken, you know. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, wow, I'm ready to go, y'all. Shit, I'm ready to feeling good this morning, y'all. So I really appreciate everybody commenting on the video yesterday and the day before. Well, you know, all the videos, right? You know, I'm glad that I can do the videos and people find them somewhat, you know, entertaining, informative, or you know, whatever. Y'all know that I'm not an actor or nothing, so you know, sometimes when I'm editing the videos, I'm like, man, who really gives a damn, right? You know, and I don't know, man. It's almost like you get a little complacent sometimes, right? Well, doing the videos, I know sometimes they're boring, you know, and sometimes they're not, and sometimes, you know, it's like when I watch YouTube, sometimes I feel like watching a certain topic or whatever, and then other times that couldn't be further from the truth. So, you know, I'm always just thinking in terms of just trying to be 100, right? And just trying to show you guys some of the little things that I go through out here that a lot of people may not go through, or they may go through and they don't say it. You know, a lot of the guys, especially a lot of the big YouTubers, they don't talk about any of the things that I talk about. They don't. You know, you got a couple of us smaller YouTubers that do. You know, you got Randall over there at Elite. You know, you got Shane over there at DLT, and you got Sarge over there. You got, you know, Mo and them over there. You know, you got a lot of smaller channels that, well, you know, they'll probably never make the big time, and you know, we're all okay with that, I guess. You know, I mean, I don't know what the channels that are the big time, you know, that have all these big boy sponsors and shit. I don't know what they do that we don't do. I don't know. I guess well, I still don't know. I know that a lot of those bigger channels, they don't put out you know, regular content, and when the content they do put out, it's all happy. And I guess, you know, at the end of the day, I guess happy sells, you know, but happy ain't really, you know, reality, you know, in my world out here all the time. I ain't happy all the time, you know, and you can't get, you know, sidetracked by the appearance of everything being happy-go-lucky, because what you can't see in a video is how hot it is, and a lot of the little things that you go through out here that the big channels don't show you. You know, I try to show the good and the bad and the ugly and the thinking process too. So, you know, so today we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 11 properties today, and they're all right around here. And we would not be getting to these 11 properties today. It goes all the way back to freaking Sunday. We would not be getting to this. This day would be tomorrow, and it's supposed to rain again. So we would not be on this route today if I had not had went over there and cut a big piece of that HOA on Sunday. And then we pushed through Monday, you know, until it did rain. So, and then yesterday, of course, we, you know, was just a regular day. But on Sunday, I'm thinking about today, right? You know, you can't just wake up and say, okay, well, I think I'm going to do this, 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 and that, if you want to make top dollar. And be, and when I say make top dollar, it's not necessarily the amount of money that a person pays you to do their yard. That, though that's a part of it, it's really about what it costs you to do that yard or property or job or whatever you want to look at it. You can break that down all the way down to a 9 to 5 if you really wanted to. What does it cost you to go to that warehouse job or to that office job every day? What does it cost you? It costs you something. You know, gas, fuel, you know, traffic, sitting in traffic. Your time is well, that's all you got. So, but we would not be on this today if it weren't for Sunday, and then us having a, you know, a semi-successful day on Monday, and, you know, yesterday and today we've rounded it out to where we're right where we need to be. Density wise, we didn't have to skip anything or nothing. So Zach's going to do one, I'm going to do one, then we're going to come back over here to my neighborhood. Well, no, I'm going to do one. Zach just left to go do one. It'll take him a little bit longer to do that one than it's going to take me to do the one that I'm doing. That's why I'm doing the video. And then me and him are going to meet on the third one, which is not a big yard or nothing. It's a new one that we got last year. And then we're going to come back over here to the neighborhood and do two that are next door to each other. Be the first cut on both of them. And all the prices are accelerated on the first cut, every one of these today. $30 more on the first one that Zach's going to, $20 more on the second one that I'm going to. Well, the first one, Zach's going to do one, and that's an additional $30 today. The one that I'm going to do, that's an additional $20 today. The third one that we're going to meet on, that's an additional $20 today. And then we'll get back over here to the neighborhood. Those two next door to each other is an additional 20 and 20 on top of what we already charge. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 110, and then we got that's 110 extra that we got, and they're just, you know, $60 lawns. So on average, I'm charging about $20 more on the first cut. Now after we get done with the ones in the neighborhood, we'll come back here. We'll throw the Skag on this trailer. Zach will hop in his car, and then Zach will follow me over to the last three. And the last three are all around where Zach lives. Now, excuse me, we can take the truck over there, or what I try to do is, if we're working around, if I got work around Zach's house, then what I do, and around my house, then what I'll do is I will, when I put the list together, I'll make it where we're doing the ones around Zach's house last. So then, and the reason I used to do that is because, well, if I'm giving him a ride home, then I can just drop him off, right? And we're not missing a beat. So, but since Zach's got a car now, we'll do it a little bit different, because we're not going to need but one truck on the last three. I mean, we could do the whole route with one truck. It would just take a lot longer, you know? So, yeah. This customer right here, her husband died. It's pretty sad. And she called me a couple days ago, and she was saying, Ray, and I'm like, yes ma'am, how you doing, blah blah blah. I said, so you guys on board this season? She says, well, I didn't know if you knew, but Henry passed away. I'm like, oh no, you know, because I mean, you know, it happens all the time, man, all the time. It keeps you humble when you see your customers pass away. It keeps you, you know, well, it's life, and it's hard, man. It's difficult, you know. The older I get, the more tragedy you see, the more loss that you have, and, you know, you guys know I lost my mom, and it's been a very difficult thing. I just try to, you know, stay busy and all that, but at the end of the day, it's inevitable that that's going to happen to everybody. So, and that goes back to just, you got to seize your moments. You got to seize your opportunities in life. You got to, you know, not waste time because you ain't got much of it. You know, you can't get none of it back. So, yeah. Anyway, I got to get on this thing, man. I can't. I can kick the bobo all damn day. Peace out. Y'all, one down. 25 minutes, man. $60. I didn't charge her no extra. I did a little bit of spraying over there, but I didn't charge her for it, man. She's, you know, she's struggling. So now I got this other one that I'm going to. Zach probably beat me over here because when I went to when she paid me, she was when she went to talking about, you know, how she lost her husband. She's very upset still, you know, and it's been, she was married, they were married for, he was 87, and they were married for 68 years is what she said. That's a long freaking time, y'all. So now I'm headed over here to one that we picked up last year. I picked it up. It's just it's in one of the neighborhoods, in the newer neighborhoods. And I don't know if Zach will be over here yet, but he ought to be getting pretty. If he ain't, I can see. Well, let me see where he's at. If he's over here, hopefully he'll been done weed eated and edged and all that. This is one that we're going to have to edge. It's a new Bermuda yard, and they've done some work in the backyard over here. And I might have slipped up a little bit over here. What I should have done last year is when I was doing the lawn, I knew that, that they, you know, were going to be spending some money in the backyard because, well, the backyard was terrible, and they were, you know, they didn't tell me that, but based on just the conversation that I've had with them and kind of just, you know, I kind of knew it, and I meant to tell them that I do sod and stuff. So, damn Ford, somebody's Ford done broke down. I bet it's a diesel. I bet it's a diesel. Yep. Sorry for your luck, partner. Should have got gas. Note to self: don't put the sprayer on the mower when you're on the trailer. So, I'm loving the Milwaukee sprayer though, man. That Milwaukee sprayer is really nice, man. So far, so good. I probably made, I probably made $400 or $500 with it since I've had it. I've only had it about 3 or 4 weeks. But this is the first cut on this one over here too, so it's an additional 20 over here on this one, and it's probably not going to take very long. And they don't care, man. They're like, you know, just do it. And they pay me with Venmo or check, however they want to do it. It doesn't really matter to me. They use both. So I personally like the apps to get paid on, because that doesn't stop my flow. Right? I'm not waiting or anything. I can do the yard, stick and move. If you spend 5 minutes on every job getting the check, you know, and you do 10 a day, that's an hour. Just saying. I figured Zach could be over here. It looked like he just got over here. He just got started. He's weed eating. That's what I was saying yesterday. Now, me and Zach can do a lot of work because Zach knows what to do, man. You know, I've never worked for a landscaper, so I don't know how everybody else does things. You know, it's interesting to see, you know. Whoa, it's bad, man. See, these folks, they have put flowers all up. It looks like flowers along the edge of the walkway. You know, makes it where it's a lot more work, man. So you got to weed eat around the flowers. Yeah, I like customers to keep the job simple, man. This is not, doesn't look like it's a simple job, man. But now we got to weed eat around. Let's see, there's 25 flowers going down the damn walkway. You know, see this Bermuda grass right here. You can tell they treat it. There's not, the Bermuda's just trying to come in. Y'all see that? But then when you look over here, look at this one. Look how bad this is. I don't know what they. I mean, for them to put, they got flowers around that bed, around. I'm gonna have to call her, man, because I mean, why would they do that, man? Why don't they put them in the bed? I mean, for us to weed eat around all that, that's a lot of work, man. You got flowers everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna have to call her, man. Because this is a lot more. This is kind of stuff like this make me not even want to do the property, man. Okay, guys, so got that one done. Yeah, it was bad. They're not here, so you know, I called them and I talked to them for a minute, and they're driving or traveling or something. So and they're a young couple. He's a pilot or something. But yeah, she tried. You know, I was on speakerphone. You know, and you know, and I guess in their car, truck, whatever they're driving. So they were both on the phone with me. So she you know, I told her, I said, well, yeah, it's the same price as last year. She said, even if you don't cut the back, yeah, it's the same price. I mean, yeah, I mean, and at the end of the day, the back 40 back there, it takes about 10 minutes to cut it. It's tall, but they didn't want me to cut it for some reason today. I don't know why. And they're having some construction stuff done over here, and so her thinking was, okay, well, if he's not going to cut the back, then okay, it'd be half price, and this is $70. So she thinks I'm going to come and do it for $35. I told her no, it's the same price. I might end up losing the account behind that, but that's what happens, man. You can't add stuff to the property and then when I pull up over here, tell me, well, don't cut this, don't cut that, don't, you know, I don't want you to you know, cut that back, and you know, and all that, and on the first cut of the season, and then tell me, well, since you don't have to cut the back, then it's going to be $35, right? And I said, no, it's not going to be $35. It's the same price no matter what. When I pull up to a property, if we don't have some kind of pre-conversation, you know, before I pull up to the property about, you know, what to do, but I'm not going to do anything for $35. I don't do nothing for $35. I'm not pulling up for $35. So she tried me, you know, and I told her no. And her husband, because if something happens with me, you know, and he's the breadwinner, if something happens with me, then he gonna have to cut it, or he gonna have to go through the motions of hiring somebody else. And so I could hear him in the background, you know, I could just about hear him, just like I would be if my wife were on the phone. I'd be telling her, don't worry about it, it's just $35. That's what I'd be thinking, you know. Because eventually we're gonna have to cut that back. And when I do have to cut that back, then it's gonna be 10 times overgrown. So it's gonna take me longer, rougher on the machine and everything, but I'm still gonna charge the same money. I mean, I am, you know. It was not smart of them not to let me cut that today. See, they're new to the area. They're from up north or somewhere. So that back there is gonna get really tall, really, really tall. So since I didn't do the back and you know, I wasn't really feeling a certain type of way, but I knew that I was going to be doing a quality job, and if I had done the back, I would have charged them more money on this first trip. I didn't get the first trip extra money, you know, so they got the regular price, but I didn't have to cut but just a little piece of the backyard. I don't know why they didn't want me to cut the very back there. They got a little construction going on right there. They're fixing to build a detached garage, but that really doesn't matter about that back. They're going to want me to cut that in the next trip, you know. And see, I had budgeted my time to be able to cut the front, the side, and the back 40. And then I was going to charge them a little extra this time because, well, it's the first cut, and I do a little bit of spraying, and you know, I told her, and I told both of them. I guess they're both on the phone there. You know, I told both of them. I said, "Oh no, I don't do nothing for $35. Not nothing." I said, "It's the same price." You know, she said, "Even if you're not doing the back, that doesn't make sense." And I'm like, "Well, I don't know." I mean, you can't hire me to do your lawn and then pick and choose. You can pick and choose what I cut. You know, you can tell me, hey, don't cut the side this time, do cut the side this time, but I'm not going to fluctuate my number around. What kind of shit is that? Pretty soon you're out there with a measuring tape. Well, since I didn't cut this square inch, it's less money than if I did cut this square inch. And that's what it boils down to. And this is a newer customer. So, and last year when they bought the property, they were all grateful and thankful and blah, 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 blah. And then they're going to try, well, not him, I know him. Because he knows that if he loses me, he's going to hire somebody else or he's going to cut it himself. And that can be a headache in itself. They know I'm solid because I cut it, you know, the last, well, all of half of July, August, and into September last year. So, and, you know, I make it look nice. But, you know, I just want to tell y'all, you know, share that with y'all because that's another trials and tribulations of being out here, you know, trying to make a living. I mean, it didn't make no sense to me. What he should have done is he should have damn had me cut the whole thing. That's what I would have done. I just would have said, hey, Ray, cut that back a little bit higher because it's ryegrass. So they're trying to get Bermuda to grow back there, you know, from seeds. And you gotta really, you gotta be on your A game, and you gotta really be a green thumbing to get Bermuda to grow from seeds. You know, any kind of consistency. That's what I have learned. Of course, I haven't really tried to grow Bermuda from a seed, you know, seedlings. But the ryegrass is that freaking tall. And what he should have done is said, hey, cut that ryegrass on real high. You know, these customers, they think that I'm just stupid or something, or they think that all you know, that I don't know anything about, you know. I know exactly what to do with that. Cut it high, get it all the same height, and it's going to start dying off, and then you're going to get more of a you know, a fertilizer, if you will, of dead grass and stuff, you know. So when I cut it off, it goes into the yard and it dies, and then it becomes, you know, rotten good food for the new lawn establishment. But if you let it get this freaking high, then when you cut it off, it's just overwhelmingly gonna suffocate everything. See, they're not. I don't know who is telling them what to do over here, but they don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't. Whoever's telling them that, because I know they don't know a lot about it, you know. So I'm not doing things any cheaper. You're a damn fool if you're doing it cheaper this year than what you was last year, than what you was the year before. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna mess around and go bankrupt because everything costs more money. All right, y'all. So we on number, I don't know, like number 7. We just got done with 7. Don't ever think we can't do the mom and pop yards. Okay, y'all. So yeah, we got that one. Y'all saw that one. So that one pays 80. But when we do the back 40, it pays 120. So today, I thought we were just going to be doing the front. I didn't realize that back 40 was going to be so tall again. But so that's 120 unless, I mean, it's less than an hour. And he's real grateful and gracious, and I mean, I love working for guys like him, you know. Yeah. Y'all see, we're right here. This is the roadside HOA right here, so it wouldn't make sense for us to damn not cut that one when we're cutting. Now, we could actually come over here without even bringing a truck, because, bam, this is the roadside HOA right here. We were here yesterday. I just didn't want to get up there in the neighborhood with all that water and rain and stuff that we had going on, man. So, yeah. So, we're going to be upwards of $800 today, you know, close to that. So, that's good. You know, for first week of April. I look at my books from last year, first week of April, I ain't even cut, I might have cut like 1 yard or 2 yards. Not anything like this year, nothing. I mean, but we were making money, we were just doing other stuff. Like, you know, bobcat work or whatever. It's gonna be a good season here, man. But Zach's doing good, man. Yeah. All right, y'all. 2:30, man. We're done. So, yeah. I'm good with where we're at, man. We're cooking with gas, and we got work coming down the pike. So, yeah. All right, y'all. So I got a Sammy. That's a wrap on today, man. I'm tired. It's 88 degrees, y'all. It's been a really very nice day. I got my Sammy. It's 3:30, and I'm headed to the Hizzo, sit on the couch, and hang out with my pup. I'll kick it.